crashing out over sex. Now, I don't know if this actually happened, but you got two guys that were infamous now: Chris Brown, Shannon Sharpe, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, uh, Dennis Rodman. Now, I'm just speaking, not saying they did anything wrong. I'm just speaking on people that we know who really out there having sex with a lot of women, and took a lot of risks because they could have lost their careers. Anthony Edwards, they can go on and on. The R. Kellys, the Stevie J, the Puff Daddies, the Bill Cosbys, you know. And I'm just speaking of my African American community. I know people gonna say, well, everybody doing it. Well, we ain't talking about everybody. I'm talking about my people, per se. And the melanin that look like me, the one that we seeing daily crashing out. And I don't get it. You know, if you got that much power and that much money, get you a good woman. If you can't find a good woman, chill the hell out. Or get somebody extremely on your level. If he making 100 million, she should be making 45 million. At least likely she might come at him. But they want to sit there and mess with girls and young ladies who don't have anything to lose but a lot to gain. So this should be constantly be a learning lesson to all these men out here. Look at Anthony Edwards. You had a baby by a woman that already got a baby by a little baby. He ain't dealing with it. That should tell you right. Strap up, hit it, and go on about your business. You end up bringing a seed into the world that you denounce, that you don't want to have any dealings with. You don't have bad that make you look as a human being, but you don't care. You don't care. You paid off and you said you don't want to have nothing to ever do with this child, knowing that a lot of African American people are coming from broken homes. But that's okay with you. And you supposed to be the face of the NBA, or you supposed to be the face of humanity, or you supposed to be the face of your household. How would your other children feel about you one day they hear that, like, damn, you abandoned a child, or your mistake, your bad decisions? So we got to stop making these bad decisions in our community when you're getting money. You got to. I never heard anything about LeBron James. I never heard anything about Michael Jordan. I never heard anything about Denzel. Now, I'm not saying they haven't done anything, but you never heard anything about certain guys that get money. You got to be a thinker. 95% of the time, if you already come in the game wealthy, set for life, most people only going to be around you because you're successful and you're set for life. Most women that you meet, 95% of them is not going to like you. They don't like your wealth. And if they can't get it right then and there, they'll find a way to flip on you. Look at Cassie's situation. We see that Puff Daddy, yes, he was wrong for what he did to that young lady. She didn't deserve any of that. And a lot of us, none of us guilty of that. And also it's me. But when you look at that, he made a bad decision, right? By not marrying that young lady. And then she waited 4 to 5 years. Maybe got with some people, told her what she about to do, and they may say, hey, go ahead and get that clown. And what she did, she went to him, asked X amount of dollars. He said no at first. Then they showed him a video. He came up with that 30 million. And there's going to be a lot more of that if these guys are not protecting themselves. If you're getting money, man, why you can't just sit there and say, look, I want you to sign this statement. I want you to let me video the conversation. Or you can't come in my house, or we can't go out nowhere together. I want you to sign the document, say everything consensual. Every time me and you together, you're going to video and say you happy being around me. You're going to do something because I cannot lose my livelihood, lose my finance, and you destroy my character on a lie, on slander. But hey, sometimes it might be true. Bill Cosby went to jail. He ended up getting out of prison. We don't know if it's true or not. R. Kelly in prison. He got convicted, so the court say he did it. I got to say he did it. But do I actually know what he done? No, I wasn't there. Puff Daddy is in the federal holding. Did he do it? I don't know. But by me being in the federal system before, I know most of the time the feds, they come knock on your door and they indict you. Your ass did something. So we got to start waking up, man, and stop putting ourselves in bad situations where people are winning. People are winning. People are out here constantly trying to hustle off on you. DeMar DeRozan, he was out eating, minding his own damn business. Man put a camera in his face. They get into it. Now this man gonna try to sue. You got to keep good people around you who gonna take that weight for you. You got to, because people are out here hustling. You can't have emotional outbursts and snap and it's on film and it makes you look bad. Your whole career is over. Come on, man. We got to start thinking. Even with me, I got to think a lot, because you never know my actions, who they're going to affect, or my action going to take me back to the penitentiary, which I'm never going to go again. Never, ever, 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 ever. That's over. So you got to tell yourself, Mr. Shannon Sharpe, brother to brother, because we're about the same age. I'll be 60 in November and you're about 60. Brother to brother. Don't never let nobody put you in a situation that your whole career or your livelihood can be destroyed. If you're dealing with these women, get documentation. Videotape them coming and going out of your house. Have cameras in your house. And let them know, say, hey, the cameras all through my crib. You been watching videotape for my safety. If you don't want to come in, that's cool. I can talk to you through my Ring camera. But y'all gotta stop putting yourself in harm's way for these people. These people are out here fucking hustling. And you constantly see it happening every damn day. I'm like, damn, when is these dudes gonna wake up? All over sex. I know sex is a hell of a powerful weapon to a weak-minded person. Everything is not about sex. Everything is not about getting high. Everything about not drinking. You got to sometimes try to conquer your demons and your addictions. If you don't, you're going to let somebody else win the game. And you don't want to be that individual that constantly losing. You don't want to be the one who constantly being defeated. Because your urges and your needs. And Mr. Shannon Sharpe, I pray for you. I pray that this shit is not true. Same thing I did with Jay-Z. I prayed that the situation wasn't true. And Jay-Z ended up getting that shit thrown out. But you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared, sir. And I hope that this shit is not true. I hope you can keep your livelihood. And I hope that shit didn't tarnish your reputation. Because you know it's still going to be people out there protesting your show and still thinking that you did it. But me personally, I don't know. And I just hope that nothing ever happened. And that you can go on with your life and your livelihood. Peace out, my brother. Os.